Item number 10, ordinance number 17-1596, introduced by Councilmember Bazey. Synopsis: an ordinance to amend the Traffic and Motor Vehicles chapter of the Code of the City of Dearborn by adding section 18-322 entitled Minimum Distance When Overtaking or Passing a Bicycle Penalty.
And over the past year, those of you that have been keeping up with what's going on in the city, we've become quite bike-friendly. We've created more bike lanes, and now we have Zaxter for bike sharing. And with biking, obviously, comes the responsibility of making sure that people are safe as they participate in the activity. And so the added language to this ordinance would read as follows: when overtaking or passing a person operating a bicycle proceeding in the same direction, the driver of a motor vehicle shall exercise due care and may only overtake or pass a bicyclist when there's a safe distance, which shall minimally require allowing the bicyclist at least 5 feet of separation. And this would be the first of 2 readings. Are there any questions or comments on this item?
You know, reading this at first, people are saying, oh, it's kind of ticky-tacky, but the reality is it takes a little time to learn to drive with people on bicycles. We are having a lot more bikes in the city, bike paths, alternative forms of transportation, even being out jogging. Sometimes cars are not really paying attention, so if it's something as a tool that can be used just to kind of make people, have some reasonableness, give people who are on 2 wheels or on 2 legs a little bit of opportunity to move around. Just, you're in a car, just give them a little space, and I think that as we grow together, as the city continues to increase more bike paths, more bike riding, it's just going to take us all a little bit of time to learn how to work together and make sure we're all safe in that adventure. So.
Absolutely. And I know that one of the gals that's really pushed for this, Tracy Bessick, she's part of Healthy Dearborn's initiative to do the biking every Wednesday and in different neighborhoods and exploring the city, as well as exercise, a form of exercise each week. So I know that Tracy and some of her fellow bicyclists were really passionate about this issue for good reason. And I know that they've experienced situations where they wish that something like this was in place. So again, this is only a first reading. We would need a second reading before it becomes a law. And I hope people will understand the need for it. Any other questions or comments?
Yeah, I just think that when you travel, and I travel quite a bit out west and out east, you see a significant amount of bike lanes in major cities and smaller cities throughout the country. And down the road, it seems like a lot of times it takes the Midwest a little bit longer to grasp onto the things that happen on the coast. And I think that if we get to the point where we get bike lanes and we start utilizing traffic lanes for bikes, it becomes even a more effective means of being able to see where the bikes are and communicate. But right now, it's, there used to be this old saying of share the road, and I think along the way we've gotten too busy with these little devices and other things that tend to take everything that we're doing away from the road. And so we have to learn to be sharing with the bicyclists because seconds on this can mean disasters for people that are jogging or biking historically. So.
All right, thank you. Councilman Sereni.
Yeah, I just wanted to make my comment for Tracy, and I appreciate her bringing this forward. I know it's a big undertaking to get something passed through and brought through in this form. But what I think is good too, to echo some of the comments of my other council colleagues, is the fact that this has been passed, I believe, in 3 or 4 other cities as well. Am I correct? Right. So it's first in Wayne County, but it's not new to area. It's modeled off of this, so it's not something that's going to be just for, we're getting in front of it, so I appreciate you bringing it, but it is something that has been passed in several other cities around, so thank you.
All right, any other questions or comments? All right, Madam Clerk, can we have a first reading, please?
This is the first reading of ordinance number 17-1596, entitled, an ordinance to amend the Traffic and Motor Vehicles chapter 18 of the Code of the City of Dearborn by adding section 18-322, entitled, Minimum Distance When Overtaking or Passing a Bicycle Penalty. Resolution by Councilmembers Sereni and O'Donnell to table the ordinance.
And a unanimous roll will be attached tabling the ordinance.